So hello, we are on our weekly walk on the Isle of Eriska. I'll just get that. So we're on our weekly walk. We're just on the verge of getting midges because it's not very windy. If the wind drops below, I think it's 5 miles an hour or 3 miles an hour, then the midges are out in town. And you will be eaten alive. But it's just borderline. And a bit of marsh here. Now you see this track that I'm on now? This was all wild. But my friend who works here has gone round the island and trimmed down all the old paths that nobody knew about. And these are really old ones. So we're almost on a new walk that somebody hasn't been on for many years, which is fun. And yeah, I'm just dearie me. So yeah, what I was going to talk about, just waffle. So I am on with my second book, which is really good. It's dark psychological horror, which I love. I love horrors, psychological stuff that makes you think. I like twists and turns because it's like my life. That's the same thing. My life's never been just what I call simple. Even when I'm on my own and I've got nobody in my life and nothing going on, I still manage to attract dramas. And I don't know how, because I don't really talk to no one, because I can't be bothered. We're coming up to an old sign, and because I need glasses, I can't read it until I'm on top of it. So, it's very boggy underneath because we've had loads of rain. So there's a sign that says Old Ford. But the sign for the doggy the puppy sign with the paws on is going this way, and that hasn't been trimmed yet. But this part has. And it says, hang on baby, come here. It says the woodlands on Eriska, the trees. Most of the woodland here has been introduced. It is a mixture of alder and oak. Ahead in the heronry there has been a large growth of beech, but you may notice the lack of new growth. This is due to the large tree canopy overhead and the deer and cows feeding off the land. Lichen, a group of plants consisting of algae and fungus together. Lichen in a wood is a sensitive indicator of pollution. Hence the reason for lack of lichen in close proximity to roads or towns. Here on Eriska, the air and rain purity encourages growth of both. So you've got lungwort. That's actually good for you, is that? Recognisable from its lung shape. So we need to look out for that one. And the other one is cladonia, the more flimsy species which is used in the dye industry. Right, well that walk is closed because it hasn't been trimmed, and I don't want to go for it because I haven't got the right shoes on and it is quite marshy. So we're going to go this way, puppies. But do you know, isn't it amazing when you can find somewhere that you feel like this is mine and nobody knows about it? Now, in Scotland you've got the right to roam. So you can go on islands like this. You can just go on there and walk around them and no one can stop you. Obviously you don't go in people's gardens and stuff, but the island is open to everybody. So, this is very muddy and quite slippy, so we need to be careful, puppies. But that's what I love about Scotland, because down home there's nowhere to go. Up here it's choice of A, B, C up to Z. So many, and that's why I love it. But I think we're heading down to the other side of Eriska because it is a small island. Last week we were over the side where the bridge is that leads you onto there. This time we are going down to the opposite side of the island. So it's getting quite difficult to do this because my doggies are getting elderly and they're preferring little walks now, but a few times a day rather than one big one. So this is quite hard to do now because it means I have to cut back on my walking. So and you don't want to be doing 3 little walks like that are like 10 miles away from your house, because that's a lot of driving every day. And so we're going to end up getting to a point where we are literally just staying at home and just going in the woods there. Which is sad, because on my days off I don't get any time on my own. I've always got the dogs, so that means I'm limited to what I can do as well. So it's not going to be many adventures. Here's the puppies. And we've got a little pension of babies. But I just thought I'd waffle on while I'm walking around. No one's watching my videos. My books, I've only sold 15. I thought I'd sold more. I really need to plug it and advertise. I've joined a few groups. Oh, this is where we get lost. I don't like choice, left or right. Choices. Oh, let's stick to the right. Chances of getting back to the car are very limited, so we might have to phone Paul because there's no signal on island. Oh dear. I get lost easy. And even though it's only a small island, it's big when you're on it. And if you get lost on the many pathways, try and find your way back. It's crazy. I've forgotten what I was saying, I'm just waffling. Yeah, I need to advertise my books and my channel and stuff, because things are just not taking off, but that's fine. You've just got to get things in motion first. I've written the book, I've got the channel ready, and the next book is in the writing stages. So it's just a case of one thing at a time. So everything comes together in the end. And a lot of famous people, like writers and artists, never became famous while they was alive anyway. So maybe my legacy is after I've gone. Maybe I'll become famous. Like, there was this poor woman who lived in a caravan on £12 an hour, doing a job that killed her in the end because it was so physical. And she left behind all these writings that no one knew about, and now look about here, somebody puts them out there, and then I become rich and I'm dead. What's the point? And then I've got to teach my children now, appreciate money now, don't wait till later, because you need to know how to handle it, because you need to invest it. Because if I snuff it now and become rich after I'm gone, and they're still rubbish with money, then they're just going to spend it on holidays, which I didn't do that for. It's for saving people. God, he's worked hard on it, I'll give him his due. The flipping amount of strimming to do this, because this is like a mile-long walk. Puppet, she insists on peeing right in front of me on the bit that I'm walking on when we've got all this land around us. But I love this. We've picked a nice day. It said it's going to rain. Well, we've had his rain. So the latest on the caravan, I'll have to come back with that one later, because it's a story on its own. Everything is a drama, like I said. You can't just have a simple... Oh, no. Now we've got another problem, puppies. Another choice, left or right. I'm not going to lie, I'm lost already. Now we are actually lost already, and we haven't even set off yet. This is just on the way there. In the distance I can see the beach. But that's the thing, you're on a tiny island, the beach is all around you, isn't it? So we'll just head for the beach, and if we get lost we'll just try and find a way on the beach to go around to the other side. The only problem is there's no beach where the bridge is. That's the only problem. And I've got elderly dogs and they can't climb anymore, so, well, Bunny can't. Gosh, the sea is so still, it looks like a lake. There's no waves. Yesterday it was really, really choppy, and the waves were like horses galloping over the water, and today it's almost like glass. We're just about there. Oh, so lucky to have this. Can't believe this. Every time I come out I'm like, wow. I find another walk to go on, somewhere beautiful that only me and the dogs have to ourselves, and we don't have to walk with loads of other people. Now the breeze is coming now, but we are at the beach. Puppies, this is another one. We get a new beach every week. Wow. So again, another choice. Do we go this way or that? So that one says Crannock, that way. And this one's Heavenly. I think they're the names of the houses. I don't know what that means. But look at the beach. It's like the one that I'm on. So it's got lots of seaweed on it, so I can't walk on there because it'll break my neck. I need a wee. That's one good thing though, if you're out in a place like this, you can wee where you want. Yay! I can be like a man and just do it. Puppies! Isn't that beautiful? And don't you just love the houses that are just dotted about? They're just dotted here and there like that, and then you've got the odd yacht going past. Beautiful. You've got the mountains in the background. How could you want to be anywhere else? And I'm taking it by the look of this here, that this used to be a jetty. I think that's the remains of one, an old jetty. So I bought my backpack with me. We've got the toy to play with. We're going to stay here for a while, and I bought some peanuts and some water so I can have something to eat. Just have a look on that side. So yeah, it's very, very still today. So lovely. What a beautiful place. So quiet. Imagine having a house here. No neighbours. No noise. No parties next door. No smell of weed. No traffic. No dogs barking and yelling. It's absolutely glorious. This is my dream. I just need a house here on a location like this, and we are sorted. I will see you next time. Bye bye.